With much of the world's business being conducted online, web data analysis is becoming more and more important. Knowing how people are accessing your web pages, how many people are coming through, what pages they're going to, and what they're doing on those web pages are so important and are key to almost every business, including mine. That's why in this video, we'll be analyzing web data from Google Analytics with the help of Keboola, who's actually the sponsor of today's video, so thank you so much, Keboola. So here's the problem. The default way to capture web data is through Google Analytics. And honestly, they have a great platform, but it's super unintuitive, it's not user-friendly, and honestly, I just think it's really hard to get used to. So instead, we're going to be using Keboola to actually hook up and sync with Google Analytics, bring that into the Keboola environment, use Python to do some transformations and create some new data, and then send that out to some sort of visualization tool, in this case, Google Data Studio, to make a dashboard. And this will all be orchestrated in Keboola. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Avery, and I am doing 30 data science projects in 30 days, and I'm open sourcing all of the code and all of the data. So down below, I've put a link in the description that will take you to the resources page, where you can basically see the data and the code that I used for this particular project and all 29 other projects. The goal for this project will be to take the Google Analytics data, get it into Keboola, and then do some machine learning / time forecasting on the Google Analytics data, store that as well, and pair the original data plus the forecasts into one Google Data Studio dashboard. So let's get started. The first step is to go to keboola.com. That's Keboola.com. And you can go ahead and click Try Keboola today. Click on that and you'll see that you get 300 free compute minutes every month with Snowflake. You get 200 plus data connectors, all this good stuff without a credit card on file, which is awesome, which means you can get started with no issues. Next, you'll start to use these things called flows. So you can press new flow and give it a name. I'm going to call this the Google Analytics data grab and transform, maybe kind of a lengthy name, but that's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and create flow. And what that does is it allows you to kind of in this drag and drop instance right here, be able to create data flows. So if I click the plus right here, I'll be able to see a lot of the integrations that are built into Keboola right out of the gate. So you see that Google Analytics is right here, but they not only have that, they have Instagram data, they have Google Drive, they have Google Sheets, MySQL, Snowflake, AWS S3. Basically, your standard data sources are all going to be here and available for you to bring this data inside of Keboola. So I'll go ahead and select Google Analytics because that's what I'm used to. Authenticate with Google, select the website that you're particularly interested in, save the profile, and then select what type of field that you want. In this case, I'm interested in the behavior data. So I'm going to go to the behavior, site content, all pages. After that, you're ready to go. You can click Run Component. And after that component is run, you can go to the load data and you can see, yep, here's my data inside of Keboola. You can even click data sample and that'll show you an example of what the data looks like. Now that the data is inside of Keboola, I can actually go ahead and press the plus right here on the flow sheet that allows me to do something next with it. And what I want to do is I want to do a transformation. So I'm a Python guy. I like Python, so I'm going to use the Python as a transformation. You can also use R or Snowflake SQL to do any of these transformations. So go ahead and click Python, and we're going to create a new name for this, page predictions. Hit create. Now we'll go ahead and configure it. For this transformation, we have three main parts. We have the input, which is going to be the data that's coming in. That is going to be the behavioral analysis, basically the page visits that we already have stored in Keboola. You'll see that here. That's going to dump as a CSV with this name right here. We have what we're going to create out of it. So I'm going to create something from the output CSV that I make in Python and store that as a table here. And the last thing, of course, is the script section where you have the different libraries that you're using in Python. And then these blocks. These blocks are where you actually have the script written that actually does the code. So here's the code that I ended up writing. It looks like it's 30 lines that basically does a prediction on the behavior for my specific data of choice, which is how many people visit the 21 days to data website. Now, one cool thing about Keboola is it actually gives you access to what I call a workspace or a sandbox, basically. It's just a spun up, if you're using Python, a spun up Jupyter lab that allows you to connect to your data inside of the cloud. So you can basically experiment with your data, try things out. And that's what I use to create this script right here, which basically just takes the 21 days to data and does a quick ARIMA model to predict, what the web traffic might be on the next given day, something like that. So I practice writing that inside of the sandbox or what they call a workspace. Once you feel like that code is ready, you can go ahead and press the X, scroll up to the top, and hit run transformation so it actually runs. Now you'll see that I did get some errors. It actually took me quite a while to get this one working. But what's really cool is they have this chat right here where they can basically allow you to talk to an engineer nearly at any time, and they'll be able to help you solve your problems. Next, we're going to take the outcome of what we did here with the predictions, which is basically we created a new table that has all the predictions stored, and we're going to send those to BigQuery. Sending those to BigQuery allows us to access those in Google Data Studio. So I can just search data destination and that'll show BigQuery right here. And we can go ahead and enable this configuration. For configuration, all I needed to upload was the config.json that basically has my API key for the BigQuery, and also tell what data set I wanted, and then it automatically popped up in my BigQuery. I did that not only for my data set that I created, which is the prediction data set, but also the original Google Analytics data set I push into BigQuery as a table as well, so I'd have access to both. If you've never heard of Google Data Studio before, it's basically just like Tableau or Power BI. It's some sort of BI tool. It's a data visualization dashboard creation tool that is created by Google, and basically it's free. It's browser based. So I like those two aspects of it. You never have to download anything. You never have to pay any money, but it is lacking a lot of features and it isn't really intuitive and super easy to use, but I like it for some use cases. I definitely think it can be useful. And I have had confirmation that people at Google are actually using this Google Data Studio. So I think it'll get better over time as it is still a pretty new software. Getting the data from BigQuery to Google Data Studio is as easy as pressing a few buttons. Press the add data and then go ahead and click on BigQuery, which is, by the way, is a Google product. Click the project, which is I've creatively named my first project twice, I guess. And here's my predictions table. And then here is the original table of the Google Analytics data. To add a chart, you just press add a chart and you select which one you want. In this case, I want to make a scatter plot. Just go ahead and plop that onto the screen and choose your X and Y variable. I'm going to do one with, let's see, page views. And we'll do one maybe with the average time on page. Let's see what that looks like. We can create this scatter plot right here. So you can make it bigger, you can drag it. You can add all sorts of different text. So for instance, here's a text. I can call this 21 days, maybe web analysis. You can add pictures if you want. You can add URLs, like embed stuff. You can add different shapes, different community graphs. There's so much stuff for you to add inside of Google Data Studio. After playing around for a few minutes, I made this pretty simple dashboard that's going to be the end of this project. I think it's really cool. Basically what it shows is the exit rate against the bounce rate against the average time on page. So like this is actually a pretty interesting one. Like this, I would want to know what happened on this day to try to like figure out how I could recreate that or why that was happening. I also have this line chart down here, which basically shows my page views, my daily page views against the predicted page views. So you can see my model was not that great. I would take some time and actually try to train that model a little bit better and also make it predict a little bit better in the future. So that's how this project could be improved. Now also, I didn't have to use Google Data Studio. We didn't have to take our tables and put them into BigQuery. Actually, using Keboola, what you can do is just put them directly into Tableau or Power BI, which I think are great options, but I already have a Tableau video and I'm already planning a Power BI video, so I wanted to take this opportunity to show you how flexible Keboola is and also give you an introduction to Google Data Studio. Now I'm going to challenge you and your team to try creating a project using Keboola. It's a really cool one-stop shop that basically is all your modern data stack needs. So if you're a data scientist or data engineer, it just makes your job easier because instead of using dbt and Airflow and Fivetran and HighTouch, it just combines all of that into one simple place. And you're not even coding that much, which is awesome. You just get to use the interface. So it makes your job way easier. Once again, you have 300 free minutes, so why not test it out and see what it's like? It comes with 200 pre-built components, things like Google Drive, Google Sheets, of course, Google Analytics, which we did today. It can connect to MySQL, Snowflake, S3, BigQuery, SQL, Tableau, Facebook ads, Shopify stuff. Honestly, if someone wants to hook up my Instagram business data with my Google Analytics data, and we could like figure out like how many people are going to my website from Instagram and my Instagram ads and stuff like that, I'd honestly probably pay for it. So if you're a freelancer or something like that, this could be like a really cool product for you to have that basically combines different data sets, puts them together, and does great analysis with it. I know I'd pay for that, and so I'm sure there's other people that would pay for that as well. Thanks again to Keboola for sponsoring this video. This is day 12 of building 30-day science projects in 30 days. We're almost halfway done. You can check out the other videos right here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.